Join me as I dive deep into Socrates' final wisdom and see if I can uncover the ultimate lesson from this legendary philosopher. Socrates is widely regarded as one of the most pivotal figures in philosophy, and for good reason. His methods, teachings, and ideas have shaped Western philosophy as we know it today, and his significance in understanding wisdom cannot be overstated. He's the philosopher, the one who started it all, and his influence can still be felt to this day. Many people think they know what wisdom is, but often, our assumptions are built upon misconceptions. We think wisdom is about being book smart, having all the answers, or being able to spout off fancy quotes. But Socrates' teachings challenge these beliefs, showing us that true wisdom is not about knowing everything, but about recognizing how little we know. In fact, Socrates famously said that wisdom is not a knowledge of things, but an awareness of our own ignorance. This might seem counterintuitive, but stick with me, because it gets even more interesting. Socrates' method of questioning, which has become known as the Socratic method, is all about poking holes in our assumptions and making us confront our own ignorance. By asking a series of questions, he'd help people realize that their supposed knowledge was built upon shaky ground. This wasn't about being confrontational or aggressive, it was about encouraging people to think critically and explore their own thoughts. In many ways, Socrates' method is the ultimate form of self-reflection, and it's something we can all learn from. But what does this have to do with wisdom? Well, by recognizing our own ignorance, we open ourselves up to the possibility of growth, of learning, and of gaining true wisdom. It's not about having all the answers, it's about being willing to ask the questions, to seek out knowledge, and to be open to new ideas. And this, I think, is where many of us go wrong. We think we already know it all, and so we stop asking questions, we stop seeking, and we stop growing. Moving on, let's talk about Socratic methods and key teachings. At the heart of Socrates' philosophy is the idea that the unexamined life is not worth living. This means that we should constantly be reflecting on our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, and that we should be willing to challenge ourselves and our assumptions. This is hard, guys. It's hard to confront our own flaws and weaknesses, but it's essential if we want to gain true wisdom. One of the most important things Socrates teaches us is the importance of questioning authority. Just because someone in power says something doesn't mean it's true. We should always be skeptical, always be questioning, and always be seeking out the truth. This is especially important in today's world, where misinformation and disinformation are rampant. We need to be critical thinkers, and Socrates' methods can help us do just that. Socrates also emphasizes the importance of self-knowledge. He says that the most important maxim is, know thyself. This means understanding our own strengths, weaknesses, values, and desires. It means understanding what drives us, what motivates us, and what holds us back. And it means being honest with ourselves about all of this. Self-knowledge is the key to making good decisions, to living a life of purpose, and to gaining true wisdom. So, what is Socrates' final wisdom? What is the ultimate lesson we can learn from this legendary philosopher? For me, it's summed up in one profound quote. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. This quote gets to the heart of Socratic philosophy, and it's a lesson that I think we can all learn from. It's not about being arrogant or thinking we have all the answers. It's about being humble, being open-minded, and being willing to learn. This quote also highlights the importance of intellectual humility. We should always be willing to admit when we're wrong, when we don't know something, or when we're not sure. This is where true wisdom lies, not in pretending to have all the answers, but in being open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new knowledge. In this video, we've explored some of the key misconceptions about wisdom, we've delved into Socratic methods and key teachings, and we've revealed Socrates' final wisdom. So, what can we apply to our contemporary lives? For me, it's about being more open-minded, more curious, and more willing to question my own assumptions. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any thoughts on Socrates or his philosophy, please share them in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos on philosophical concepts and ideas.